Welcome to the Situation Room podcast with your host, J Grooves. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, I'm back with another topic. You know how on my last video I was talking about being vigilant and how you have to watch for patterns, and I'm quite sure some of you don't heard about the thing where the government has been asking farmers to, well, I'm gonna say allegedly, that the government been asking farmers to destroy their crops. Now, I don't quite understand that. Why would you ask a farmer to destroy their crop other than it's something wrong with the harvest, it's a bad crop, or something in that nature? But some people have been saying that they're being asked to destroy their crops to create a shortage. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I do know that famine is mentioned in the Bible. You know, so that's why I was saying that you have to always be prepared for certain things. I found the little short article. Let me see, can I pull it back up? I'm gonna read a little bit of this article that I found. Just bear with me one moment. I thought I kept it pulled up, but I must have closed it down. So I'm gonna give my computer a second to reconnect. Very imperable that you keep a certain storage or select type of foods anyway. I mean, I kind of grew up that way. When my mom, she always kept certain things in the pantry anyway. It's just like certain things we always had, like flour, oil, you know. What back then we kept dry milk, and we kept something that was called lard or fat, you know, and stuff like that. It was just certain things that we always kept, and well, we had like a garden and stuff, so we didn't really have much need to go to the grocery store because we grew everything. You know, we would plant things like we'll plant our corn, we'll plant our peas and beans, and we'll plant our potatoes, and we will plant our, you know, like we rotate crop, you know. Then we plant our we would sow, well, we call it sowing, so we would sow our turnips, and you know, and that's how we survive, you know, when I was coming up as a child. And I know we don't got away from a lot of this that type living, you know. We just mainly depend on man for everything, you know. We just got so used to convenience, and that had made us lazy in a way, you know. So it's like now we totally is dependent upon the system to provide us our basic needs, like our food, our clothing, you know, and stuff like that. You know, we're totally dependent upon a system for that. So let me see. I'm see can I find that same article. You might hear some traffic noise coming in because I'm kind of close to the highway. It used to didn't be that bad, but for some reason now the noise is like a little louder. And that may have something to do with the ozone system being not as thick as it used to be. I want to find that same article because let's see. I wish I would have. I think that's it right here. Let me see. Okay, this it. And this article from the Finger News. That's a kind of strange. That's a strange one right there, but that's what it says. And it says that government pays farmers to destroy crops and create food shortage. And I want to say this before I go any farther. There's been some farmers come out and kind of validate this, that they're being asked to do that. But this is what the article reading. This is dated May 18th, 2021. It says government trying to create food shortage, paying farmers to destroy crops, threaten no farm subsidies if they refuse. Wow. Okay, and I'm going to read a little bit more from it. It says the federal government of the United States is offering farmers 1.5 times the value of their crops if farmers destroy those crops. Let me read that over again. It said the federal government of the United States is offering farmers 1.5 times the value of their crops if the farmers destroy those crops. If the farmers decline the offer, that same government will stop all farm subsidy for refusing to do so. And I don't know. That says a lot. Okay, that article right there says a lot, but you really don't need to be able to read an article to see that something most definitely is taking place right now. I mean, you can go to your local grocery store or any grocery store and look on the shelf. You don't see a lot of your brands. You don't see a lot of your choices. I mean, there's something most definitely taking place. And like most of the foods are made of these three main things, and that's soy, corn, and wheat. So if you disrupt those three crops, you know, you will have a food shortage because most everything contains those three crops right there. But I don't know what would be the goal to create a shortage. I mean, I'm not understanding that, but who knows what goes through the mind of people nowadays. Who knows? But if anything, I believe it's all about control and controlling people or being reliable on one system. You know, a long time ago we were self-sufficient, like I said. You know, we grew our own food, you know, and stuff, and we didn't go to the grocery store for a whole lot, just except for, you know, a few items, you know, that we didn't produce ourselves, like flour, you know, milk, stuff like that. I don't think the food shortage is only just in America. Would be only just in America. I think we may be looking at something that's going to be global. I looked for another article, and this article is from the website foodcollapse.com, and it says massive U.S. food shortage coming. Get backup supply ready right now. So that's a directive right there, right now, for you to start looking at backing up your food supply. And the article says the Hunger Relief Organization Feeding America estimate that our country will be short 8 billion meals in the next 4 months. Now this article was in April 5th, 2001. That's of this year. And like I said, if you already look in the grocery stores, you already see certain brands and stuff is not there on the shelf. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit more of the article, and it says the food banks put out 3 times the usual this year due to the pandemic. Joblessness and homelessness totaling over 17 billion pounds of food. On average, at least 10% of Americans cannot afford food that contain actual nutrition. Currently, 1 in every family are experiencing food insecurity during this pandemic. 1 in 6 families face hunger crisis periodically, and 1 in 10 American adults, that's about 18 million, literally don't have enough food to eat right now. So people, like I'm saying, you got to learn how to be self-sustaining, because if this whole thing collapse, you'll just be left you just be left hanging, you know, without having any direction or which way to turn or which way to go, you know. And the article also says that food banks simply cannot handle, they cannot keep up with the upswing of the amount of food that they trying to supply and get out to people that's in need, you know. And it's looking kind of bad, but like I say, you can survive all this, and you can survive it, like I said, by being prepared. Just the other week, I was at a neighboring food store, grocery food store, and this twice that I noticed this. I noticed that the meats just sitting there because the prices were so high. So anytime that you begin to look at shortages, or you begin to see shortages, you're going to notice that the prices of certain goods are going to go up to compensate for those shortages. But the meat was just sitting there. It actually needed throwing out because the price was so high. You know, like people were just like picking over it. They really didn't want to buy it because the price was so high. And so that's the downsides to shortages, you know, where the prices may go up on a few things that you still do have. So that's not good either. But I think it's just best like I said, to prepare than not to prepare at all. You know, and you can live without meat. You really don't need to worry about meat so much, you know, and stuff. I don't eat a whole lot of meat. You know, it's not really good for you to eat a whole lot of meat every day anyway. But you can do without the meat. But the main things you need is those staples in your pantry that gonna provide you with those nutrients, you know, that you're gonna need to feel good and to feel well. And like I said, there's other, like, I know if you stay in certain areas, gardening and stuff may not be that possible, but like you can pretty much make a garden, you know, anywhere. You know, if you just got a little small space, you can use terracotta pots. I mean, just little small areas in your yard if you have them, you know, just to plant a few things. You know, just start learning how to do self-sufficient, self-reliant things, because you never know when you're gonna need to kind of like get back to those things, especially nowadays. We just don't know, you know. It's very important that we pay attention and pay attention to the signs of what's going on around you, you know, and stuff, because I don't think we can stop what may be about to unfold, but you can survive what is about to unfold if you pay attention and if you be prepared, you know, for certain things, you know, and stuff. And that's all I'm gonna, well, before I leave, I'm gonna tell you a few things you need to keep on hand at all times. I mean, we do. This is something that my family, we keep on hand at all times. We keep bottled water. We keep a good supply of bottled water, and we keep a good supply of canned goods in our pantry, you know, and stuff, because you know, you never know what may happen. I mean, we seen what happened when the pandemic hit and the shelves got empty, and people panicked, you know, and that's what happened when things happen all of a sudden, because people are not prepared. They panic. So people panicked and they went out and just bought up, you know, certain items that they thought that they was gonna need, you know. So that's what people do, you know, because they don't have all the information, so they just gather things from their thoughts of what they should get, and therefore that's why they just wipe out everything, because they don't know what they may need, you know, and stuff. So, but it's just best to always kind of be alert, and so that way, you know, you won't be running around like a chicken with your head cut off, you know, so to speak, you know. But y'all be good, and I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna talk about some more things. And if you like my videos, you want to see me talk about more topics, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button to help boost my videos. We all know that the algorithm has changed, so it's much harder to get your content out there now. And if you would like to donate to my channel, feel free to do so. So I'll be back, and y'all take care till next time.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for new uploads.